Over the past few weeks, it's been impossible to escape headlines about pop singer Taylor Swift dating Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. Now, this isn't going to be TMZ or Good Morning America. We're not going to talk about the details of their relationship. If you want all the details, there are plenty of other people on the internet who are talking about that. My focus for this video is on the business side of things and how this is going to make everyone involved wicked rich. Okay, for one, this is great for Taylor. I mean, Taylor Swift dominated headlines all summer long during her Eras tour, and the unbelievable prices that people paid for the experience of just getting to sit in the back row of one of her concerts. And she just released her concert film in theaters, which has been selling out everywhere. So I'm sure that her relationship with Kelce has been great publicity and made it pretty much free to promote the film. My point here though is that Taylor Swift is not struggling for publicity. But here's where everything with Travis Kelce has been a game changer for her in pop culture. And that's that every man in America has had a conversation about them showing her during like half of the Chiefs games. So by doing this, Taylor Swift is expanding her audience to the one demographic that she's never really catered to in the past: middle-aged men who watch football. So overall, it's just free publicity that lets her promote whatever she wants and charge any rate out there to work with a brand. So to build off of that, as good as this all is for Taylor, this is way better for Travis. I mean, all of us would be absolutely shocked if this relationship actually goes anywhere. He's dating Taylor Swift. But when they most likely break up, Travis is going to be immortalized in pop music history when Taylor writes that famous album all about him. Also, this will let him transition from being a top athlete in the world to being a top celebrity in the world. And this increases his brand value, which means that whenever he's in a commercial for someone, he can charge way more money. And hopefully he starts working with some new brands so that he's no longer known as Mr. Pfizer. Also, Travis has a podcast with his brother Jason, and it quickly became the #1 sports podcast in the world, basically as soon as he started dating Taylor. And it stayed there. Also, jersey sales and ticket sales are skyrocketing. According to Fanatics, who sells tons and tons of jerseys, there's been a 400% increase in Travis Kelce jersey sales since he started dating Taylor Swift. Okay, I know that all of that is pretty crazy, but here is the craziest stat. Travis Kelce's Instagram has exploded. Before Taylor, he was doing all right. He had 1.1 million followers, and now he has 4.4 million Instagram followers. So from the standpoint of working with a brand, Travis Kelce is probably the most valuable player that you could possibly get in an ad. But I would still argue that the winner in this is the NFL. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, I make 2 videos just like this one every single week. So if you're interested in stories about business, success, technology, and other things like that, please hit the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds to subscribe, and it makes a big difference in YouTube recommending this video to so many more people. There have been some conspiracy theories out there saying that the NFL is probably paying Taylor, and I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, and I don't have any details on that, but if that was the case, that'd be crazy. Here's something that actually happened with the NFL, and that's a new stat that they've created specifically for Travis Kelce. It is his receiving yards with versus without Taylor Swift in attendance. But I believe that this follows a trend that we've seen in the sports world overall over the last decade, and that's that the professional sports world has been working to become appealing to women, not just men. And at the moment, football is the most watched sport in America. It seems like every single man that I can think of spends every single Sunday from September all the way till February watching football. And now when they show Taylor Swift half the time, you have all these women who want to watch the games with their husbands. And not only that, they actually want to become invested in the game as a whole. Granted, I'm sure that a lot of these women will stop watching once Taylor and Travis break up. However, I bet there will still be some who stay and continue to watch football and enjoy the sport. And I should mention too that the Kansas City Chiefs have been positioned recently in the NFL the same way that the New England Patriots were for the last couple decades. So right now, there's nothing better for the NFL than to have the star player on their star team dating the biggest pop star in the world. So at the end of the day, the good news is that way more women are becoming invested in football and enjoying it, hopefully, as a sport. The bad news is that they're all going to become Chiefs fans. But if this relationship goes the same direction that most of Taylor's relationships have gone, it won't be long until most women are actually rooting against the Chiefs. Sorry, Travis.